Yo, golly people, it's your boy Phil Casey, aka Blaze Deja. We're going against that 7-star Metagross, and we got a fun one right here. This technically going to be used with any NPCs, but if you do use it with other NPCs, you're going to be doing that RNG roll with that Meteor Mash, and him buffing, Metagross buffing himself is not a very good time. So, but Haze is an amazing move for this raid, and I'm surprised no one has used it yet. So that's why I'm going to bring it into the picture with Poliwrath, who's a fighting water type, who also resists steel. And that's why we have the certain NPCs that we do right now. So either they resist steel or that Zen headbutt, like heracross has got tilted, just takes him out. And even if he does, for some reason, land his, even if he does land his, I can't even think right now. Even if he does land his Meteor Mash, it's still a 1 in 5 chance that it buffs his attack. So I hope that he lands it early, because I can come back and pop that haze. Not the purple haze. Purple haze is pretty good. But just the haze to remove all his stats buffs, and because it's technically not decreasing. It gets rid, it's double-sided, it gets rid of everyone's buffs and debuffs, etc., etc. So haze is pretty good time, and that's why we come in here. It serves as pretty much like a breaking swipe, but way better, because we also drop his accuracy as well. Arcanine can be very helpful if he gets a burn in, but I don't think we can simply rely on that, because that hasn't been happening the whole entire time while we have been raiding. So I go for the bulk up. I did want to have that extra bulk, and obviously the flamethrower would give us a lot better setup, of course, and progression. I don't think it's going to burn him here today, because I'm just not that lucky, young bulls. But I might be lucky enough. No, I'm not lucky enough, because I still have to charge my Tera all the way. So I got one bulk up in, trying to charge my Tera away. I'll heal up a little bit. And obviously, if you get the burn, then you would have the ability to set up. And if you do have the ability to set up, I would try to buff to bulk up 3 times minimum. Well, not 3 times minimum, but like up to 3 times. You do 2 times or 3 times, doesn't matter. But I only did it 1 time. So we're going to do it 1 time, and obviously the worst case scenario type of situation, because Arcanine was never ever able to burn him. And we were kind of hoping for that, because it would make it a prettier video, a prettier raid. He does burn him here, of course. Of course he burns him here. Of course he burns him here. I mean, it's kind of funny to me. It's kind of funny to me. I think I might just kind of like I might keep spamming him until I burn it, take his shield out. But no, I'm gonna go for another bulk up, just because he's burnt. His activation of removing our effects, and all that stuff, it happens way later than him removing his own effects. So we're gonna be able to set up irregardless. We just have to definitely pay attention to his stats, because he could try to remove us with Meteor Mash, because he will use Meteor Mash if we're like low on HP. No, it doesn't matter if we're faster or slower, he will just do that. So the Zen headbutt does miss, and that's pretty clutch, and he's also burnt, so that's a good time for your boys, of course. Him missing is just a good thing, but even if he landed on that, I don't know if that's going to be good enough anywho. But he did miss, and now I'm just healing myself up. So Zen, and he's not going to, I feel like he's not going to use Meteor Mash as much, just because things aren't going to be super duper pretty, right? So Drain Punch here, obviously going to be able to break the shield. Not doing crazy damage, of course, but pretty modestly good damage, considering we only got 2 bulk ups in. And obviously we got the metronome going. We're going to break our metronome, but it's definitely worth it if we can get the staggered belly drum off right here. So you can either play after this belly drum. I'm going to do I'm going to check his stats actually. He's at 0 still. So after this belly drum, you can just keep spamming Drain Punch. You can. But if you want to feel a little bit safer and secure and go for a bulk up after the belly drum, by all means, please do it. But I'm max attack right now, and I'm not going to complain about that. We can survive a critical hit at 0, attack, but I'm not, like, obviously I'm not banking on that. I'm not banking on that, but a +1 crit will kill us. That's why we kind of pay attention to his stats a little bit. And he's going to use that Meteor Mash when, which he still only has a 1 in 5 chance of buffing himself. Still, even if you don't have the proper NPCs. So right here, I'm maxed out. I'm not doing any critical hits or anything funky or funny. Just kind of spamming it. And like I said, if you want to feel a little bit safer, you want to feel a little bit more secure, definitely go for bulk up. If you're scared that he might Meteor Mash and buff himself +1 and crit you, that's exactly what it would take. So he would need actually good RNG to take your boys out. So this is, I wouldn't say this is the best situation technically, because Arcanine never ever got the burn off. So you could definitely do it faster than this even. But if Arcanine got the burn off, the setup would have been very nice, would have been very spicy, and would have been very cute as we tilt that Metagross with decent amount of time left. Decent amount, not it's modest. It's I would say it's impressive, but we're not getting crits or nothing like that. But the boys tilted. We won a Poliwrath. Haze is pretty dope. I hope you all enjoyed. Much love and God bless. Jesus is King.